Seeing all of you here really makes me more hopeful that better things are in store for Cebu, for the Philippines, despite the clouds and the storms, that we Filipinos will build a better tomorrow. Before we go through the nitty-gritty of my brief message, dili natin kalimtan ang General Santos, ang buong Sarangani, at ang marami pang lugar sa Mindanao. Kakagali ko lang po doon sa mga apektadong lugar upang makapag-abot ng kaunti pang tulong. Bukod sa ating relief efforts, tinututukan natin kung paano makakatulong sa rehabilitation at pagpapatibay ng mga pasilidad. Bilang personal na mga ambag rin namin, kami po sa bagong majority sa Senado, nag-ambag po ng aming isang buwang sweldo para makatulong sa mga pamilyang, dagang salamat. Diba? Sa mga pamilyang kinahanglang bumangon mula sa lingog. At makakaasa po kayo na tututukan natin ang pagbangon ng mga komunidad sa Mindanao. At marahil dito rin magandang simulan ang ating pag-uusap ngayong araw. Dahil sa panahon ng sakuna, mas nakikita natin kung anong klaseng pamahalaan ang kinahanglan ng tao. Yung isang gobyernong nararamdaman at kumikilos. As a member of the Senate and as a youth leader too, many years ago, allow me to share a few thoughts on the values which I believe are needed by a government that is committed to doing good. First, government should be effective. And for it to be truly effective, it must be responsive. Public service demands that we listen, especially to those who often are not heard. For example, the Senate recently approved the bicameral version of the amendments to the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act. This reform measure, which I am proud to have co-authored and co-sponsored alongside other senators, is the result of extensive consultations with various stakeholders, from education officials to everyday students. I'm happy to report the bill amends our existing laws to ensure that poor or financially challenged students will now be prioritized in receiving education subsidies. Hindi lang yan. Improvements are also introduced to lessen delays in the release of subsidies to students. There will even be a formal grievance mechanism to speedily resolve complaints. Another good news, dahil alam ko, mahal ninyo ang inyong mga lolo at lola, di ba? Yes, ako rin. The Senate has passed the Philippine Geriatric Center Bill, which will establish a dedicated national hospital and regional centers for the health needs of our senior citizens. Di na kailangan, palakpakan natin ating mga lolo at lola. So di na kinahanglan dumayo pa sa Manila para lang mapagamot si lolo at lola. The Senate is also upgrading the Safe Spaces Act or the Bawal Bastos Law so we can collectively address and put an end to digital gender-based harassment. Our hearings kasi revealed an alarming increase in acts of digital harassment, especially those using AI and deep fake tech. Many young Pinoys, even babies, are being targeted, so we must take decisive action. Number 2, the government should also strive to be efficient. At pinag-usapan namin ito ng mga student publications ninyo, ang Quill, for example, kanina dun sa press conference. We must not waste time or valuable public resources. Sigurado ako, napanood ninyo yung mga nangyari sa Senado. Parang Netflix. May action, sigawan, o sigawan daw. Comedy na hindi nakakatawa. At drama. But honestly, all these only disrupted the important work we senators are entrusted with. Kaya, I am happy to share that the Senate is finally back at work. Yes! Whew! Sa wakas! May bagong Senate President, bagong majority. The House is now in order again. Talaga, salamat kaayo. And the lesson here for young leaders, kapag may tungkulin, harapin at gawin ito. Just like any other employee, any other student, if may trabaho, may assignment, hindi pwedeng takbuhan o iwasan yan. We in public service, elected and paid by the people, should show up, work, and do our job. At alam nyo yan, dito sa university ninyo, bawal ang absent, di ba? Yes. Likewise, since last year, there has been a monumental demand to end corruption and wastage of public funds. So, we made sure that the 2026 national budget was made with unprecedented levels of transparency and accountability. Previously closed-door, BICAM budget proceedings between the House and Senate are now open to live streaming. We also successfully helped ensure the return of 60 billion pesos wrongfully taken from PhilHealth in 2024. Salamat kaayo. And the reallocation of 16.5 billion pesos savings from infrastructure projects towards the health sector. These reforms should continue and expand in 2027 and beyond. Ang pampublikong pera dapat sa kalusugan at kapakanan ng taong bayan napupunta, hindi sa kung saan-saan. Third, government must have the unyielding resolve to do good and to stand up for what is right. Huwag kayong maging manhid, ha? Do not believe that lie that the evils of corruption, mismanagement, or political violence will always be there. We can defeat and overcome them and build something better. And reforms, even difficult ones, can be made possible. We have proof, like the expanded maternity leave law, which now mandates 105 days of paid maternity leave, including 7 days na pwedeng ipasa leave ni nanay sa kanyang asawa o partner, pandagdag sa paternity leave. It was stuck in Congress for decades. But in 2018, through a wide coalition of everyday Pinoys, we made history happen. Nitong linggo lang rin, tinalakay sa Senado ang Anti-Hospital Detention Bill. The measure seeks to end the practice of hospitals detaining people, family members, and even dead bodies in relation to unpaid bills. Under the bill, yung gastos ng indigent patients sasaluhin ng iba't ibang medical assistance programs ng gobyerno. Yan naman ang dapat. At yung mga unpaid balances ng mga mahihirap man o kahit ng mga middle class na bitin sa pagbayad, baback-upan ng mga government pension systems at government financial institutions para makauwi na ang pasyente and eventually mababayaran din naman ang ospital ng gobyerno. Because noble things are worth our persistence and sacrifices. When the greater good is on the line, never give up and keep moving forward. I'm one living testament, like you, of not giving up. Alam ko kasi ang pakiramdam ng paulit-ulit na sumubok, pero hindi agad pinipili. Pero nagpursige lang ako. Bago ako naging senador, ilang beses din akong sumubok. Tumakbo nung una, talo. Tumakbo ulit, talo pa rin. Kaya nauso yung, ay, kulelat na yan sa mga surveys. Wala na yan. Pero sumubok ng pangatlo at huling beses lang naman sa wakas nakapagtrabaho sa Senado at na-re-elect din sa susunod na pagkakataon. Dagang salamat at sorry sa mga bashers. Di ako nawala. 2 terms na rin naging senador. So, I ask every one of you, especially the young student leaders and other young people who are here, never underestimate your potential and your role in creating positive change. Kailangan ng bansa ang inyong lakas, husay, at paninindigan. I know that you will meet all challenges head-on to move our nation forward and achieve remarkable things for her and for our people. Alam nating hindi perpekto ang Pilipinas, pero atin ang bansang ito. At ang sariling atin, dapat ay inaayos, pinapaganda, at ipinaglalaban. Dahil higit sa lahat, dito tayo nangangarap. Dito tayo lumalaban. At dito tayo nagmamahal. Kapag handa na kayo, andito lang ako, andito lang kami. Sama-sama nating buuin ang isang bayang mas patas, mas maayos, at mas karapat-dapat sa pangarap, sa damgo ng bawat Pilipino. Daghang salamat kaayo kaninyong tanan og sa Southwestern University FINMA. Mabuhay kayong lahat.